everyone, I'm Ananya and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about 10 things that you need to do in the summer before you start university. So let's get started. If you're watching this video, chances are you're a first year student or freshman who's going to study abroad for the very first time in September of 2021. Before we start this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I give you a lot of advice, tips and strategies on studying abroad every single week. Why am I making this video on the summer before studying abroad for the very first time? What can you do in the summer anyway? You've got into university, you've got your acceptance letter. It was already such a challenge to get the acceptance letter. What can you do in the summer before you go to study abroad? Well, the summer before you go to study abroad for the very first time actually gives you a bit of a leeway, actually is a very good cushion for you to understand that you're moving from high school to university. It gives you time to mentally prepare yourself as well as physically prepare yourself to leave your home, leave India and go to study abroad. Now, why is it important for you to prepare yourself is because when you head to university, it's going to be really chaotic and you will definitely not have the downtime or the time to chill or time to actually enjoy, meet people. All of that stuff does take a back seat in university and you are put in the forefront of classes, assignments, meeting new people, trying to figure out your life abroad. So the summer before you head out, there are a couple of things that you can do to prepare yourself better and of course have some fun as well. Number one, make a routine for yourself. This is really important to do because you won't get the time to figure out your schedule, figure out your timings, all of that in university. When you're in university, it's going to be much harder for you to set up a routine for yourself. So doing that in the summer before you head to college actually gives you a lot of time to figure out what kind of routine actually works for you. Are you a morning person? Are you a night person? How you fit in your exercise? How do you fit in your diet plan? What all can you actually do in a day? What time do you want to wake up? What time do you want to sleep? This kind of gets you into the routine and the habit of doing certain things before you head to university. And this is especially true for your fitness routine. Your health, especially your fitness and your physical health, is something that takes a back seat immediately. It's something we all decide to put on the back burner the minute there are more assignments, more exams, more tests, more things coming up. It's better for us to go to the party and enjoy than actually work out. But if you have a routine, and especially one that becomes a habit to you, whether it's half an hour or whether it's 1 hour in the day, just having that routine that you've set up over 3 to 4 months in the summer before you go to study abroad gives you a lot of push and a lot of motivation and a lot of incentive for you to keep that routine going once you head into university and once you started classes. Definitely make a routine for yourself to wake up at a certain time and sleep at a certain time. Also make a fitness routine for yourself and figure out different things that you need to do. The second thing that you can do in the summer before you study abroad is figuring out your classes. Understand what types of classes your university offers. This is especially true if you're going to America to study abroad. Most undergraduate courses in America have general requirements as well as a major which you can declare later. Now when you're even having your general requirements, trying to understand your classes, how you pick certain classes is really important. Whereas if you go to the UK or if you go anywhere else to study, a lot of the classes might already have been picked for you in terms of the modules that you're doing. Nevertheless, it's important for you to understand what type of classes you're taking, what is your university making you do, who are the professors for these classes, and if you get to select certain classes, on what basis are you going to select these classes. In the US, it gives you a certain window to register for certain classes and you can actually withdraw and change your classes as well. So knowing what type of classes it's going to look like, is it a larger seminar with 200-300 people or is it a small sort of lecture with just 10 to 15 people, knowing that is very important because you have to prepare yourself accordingly to answer in class, to participate in class, to understand what types of requirements your professor has. How can you do this is actually just go to the university website and there will be a directory of all of your classes as well as the professors who are teaching them for that semester. So you have a fair idea what type of classes you need to take when you're actually at university. The third thing that you can do in the summer before going to study abroad is understand more of your college and your campus. The city that you're going to, the country that you're going to, your college itself, the campus itself. Now why is this important? It's because you will have a better understanding of your college. If you have a better understanding of where you're going to, and if you read up on your college, on the campus, where different buildings are located, what type of classes it offers, who are the professors that teach there, who is the chancellor, who is the dean, what is the city actually like. And why this is important is because we as Indian students aren't able to go to campus and visit campus before we select that university to study abroad, whereas local students are able to do that. There are local students studying in US, UK, Canada, Australia, Ireland, anywhere. They are able to actually visit campus before they apply. They're able to visit campus after they got admitted. They're able to meet with their professor. They're able to talk and make those connections in the summer before they actually reach campus. That's how they feel more secure. They feel more comfortable when they've actually reached campus because they've been there before and they know a lot about it. So what can we do before we go to study abroad is actually just research a little bit more about the city, about the country, and about the campus. This gives us a better understanding of what is expected when we reach there. We know, okay, this is the building, this is how it looks like, this is the campus, this is what it looks like, these are the dorm rooms, these are what they look like, this is how my city that I'm going to spend the next 3 or 4 years like is going to look like. And it gives your brain something to think about and calm yourself down because everything isn't unfamiliar. It does bring some sort of familiarity to you, and therefore it makes it easier for you to adjust when you're actually there. Your university website is a great place to start. They'll have a lot of resources, a lot of videos, a lot of booklets on what the campus is, the history of the campus and the city itself. So understanding that a little bit does really help. You can also definitely speak to seniors, understand from them what it's like. Go YouTube certain vlogs or people who are actually studying abroad in your university, in your city. So understand and assimilate your own stuff so that you know and you have a fair understanding of what university life is going to look like when you actually reach there. Number 4, spend time with your parents. Now this is something that is quite controversial for teenagers, especially. It's very difficult for you to understand why you need to do this, but trust me, when you go to actually study abroad, you're going to miss a lot of home and you're going to miss them the most. So make some time. Yes, it's busy. Yes, you have a lot of things to do, but make some time to spend time with your parents and actually get to know them as people. Till now you've been the child, you've been a teenager, your parents are taking care of you. Now when you go to university, it's not going to be the same. It is going to be different for you as well as them. They have to adjust to you not being at home. They have to adjust to a lot of things when you're not around. And you're going to be super busy in your college life. But please take some time and spend time with your parents. And what I mean by this is do this without spending time on your phone and without watching a movie. That's not what I mean. Spend actual time with them. Go out with them for a walk, go out to their favorite hangouts in the city, take them somewhere, take them out for dinner, spend actual quality time speaking to them about different things. And I know this is hard, it isn't easy, but you're going to miss them. Maybe go to the kitchen, help your mom out with some food, and definitely make all your favorite things before you go to study abroad, because when you go there, you're going to miss her cooking a lot and you're going to miss Indian food quite a bit. So have the good stuff, spend time with your parents, and just try to understand them and get to know them a little better. The 5th thing you can do in the summer is actually spend time with your friends. Now I know there's COVID and you can't really take that big, mega, amazing trip that you had planned out, but you can do a couple of other things even though you don't get to travel. Try to do a project with them, try to meet them on virtual dates, try to do something with your friends. If you can go to each other's houses, if you can meet outside for a walk, if you can actually go to the beach or do something in the open, try to do that, try to meet them as much as you can. Again, you're going to miss them a lot when you go to study abroad. We get caught up in our own life and our planning, and we are going to study, so we have to do 20 things. Yes, you do, but you're really going to miss your high school friends the most. So what I recommend is trying to do a project with them. So have something online that each of you are working on bits and pieces of, and then if you get to meet, when you put all those pieces together, it actually makes a perfect picture. This could be a scrapbook, this could be anything, but try to make time for your friends and actually spend time with them. Another way that I do recommend doing this is actually just visiting your favorite spots in the city that you're at, because you're going to miss the city. Whether you're in Delhi, Bombay, wherever you are in India, there are different places that you can visit in all of these cities that are usually your favorite hangout spots, and some places that you might really miss when you actually go abroad to study. So hang out at these places, go to your favorite restaurants with your friends, like just enjoy your summer also. Make time for people, because when you head to college, you will have no time at all. You will not have time to spend with your family and friends. You will not even have time to FaceTime them. There's a lot of stuff that happens at university. So this is something I definitely recommend that you do in the summer when you have a lot more time. The sixth thing that you can do in the summer before you go to study abroad is speaking to your student advisor. Now usually your campus assigns you an advisor, so that would be great. If they haven't assigned you an advisor, please ask them for one. Why is this important and why is this useful to do in the summer before you go to study abroad? It's because you'll get to ask a lot of your questions which you won't get to do when you reach campus. You can ask them about classes, you can ask them which type of courses you need to take, what are the requirements for these courses. If there are prerequisites for certain courses, they will let you know that. You can ask them questions about the difficulty level of certain courses and classes, so you get a better understanding of whether you should take that class right now or you can push it for later. Should you even do this or not? They'll give you a lot of more understanding of the actual course and the campus. They may or may not be available on a Zoom call or a video call, but just having an email communication with them is equally important and equally useful for you. Again, this goes back to you better preparing your own self for a new place and a new country. Your mind has to be prepared for studying abroad, and preparing yourself involves getting to know things. The more information you have, the better prepared you are. So the more information you can gather from as many sources as possible, the better prepared you're going to be when you actually reach campus and things go crazy. So speak to your advisor, ask them questions, try to understand more about your classes and courses from them, try to get their advice on what they would recommend. If they know some other international student, especially someone from India, that they would recommend you speak to, ask them that question. Ask them, can you recommend someone that I would speak to who could give me an Indian perspective? They might give you a name, and that gives you a better leeway to understand your seniors. You can ask them questions directly as well. Having your professor's opinion is actually really important, because it gives you a much better understanding. You're able to build a rapport even before you've reached campus. If you actually get along with them and you've built your rapport with this professor, you will actually have someone on campus whom you know even before you've reached, and that gives you a lot of more comfort. It gives you a comfort in your mind that you know someone already there who can actually help you out and guide you in the right way. The seventh thing that you can actually do in the summer is get to know a little bit more about the clubs and activities that happen on your campus. There are different ways to do this. You can of course look up the website, but definitely look at the social media handles of your university, especially Instagram. It's a big tool nowadays, and lots of universities have pages not just for themselves, but the admissions office also, as well as the international students office, as well as the different clubs. So when you get to understand what the different clubs are, only then you can pick. Some of these clubs also have certain spots available, so they may go very quickly. And especially for you, again, having not been to campus and not knowing what campus looks like, what clubs there are to offer, you will miss out on a lot of opportunities and a lot of cool things that actually happen on campus because you didn't know they even existed. So it's better for you to understand them now, because you have the time. You have more time now to actually scroll through your website, scroll through Instagram, scroll through different ways to understand and research more about the clubs that are there on your campus, more about the activities, research positions, internship positions, volunteer opportunities, campus activities, band, music, dance, fests, everything that happens on campus. There's some sort of calendar available somewhere. So definitely look this up before going to study abroad. Again, if you don't know something exists, you're not going to go searching for it. If you don't know something cool is happening on campus, you're going to miss out. Nobody is coming to tell you that this is what you need to do on campus, this is how your life needs to be, these are the things, this is your calendar, here, go do them. No, that calendar only exists for your classes. They will tell you which classes you need to attend. The rest of it is up to you to decide. And if you have the information before you go decisions, it will help you in making those decisions when you go to study abroad. The eighth thing that you can do in the summer before you head to university is actually develop one new skill. Now I know there's a pandemic happening, you can't really do a lot of physical activity, but there are certain skills that you can learn from home. Again, why am I saying this is because you will be quite lonely when you're studying abroad. There'll be a lot of time where you don't know what you need to do, how you need to spend time with your own self. This could be done in many different ways. The first way is you could learn something creative. For example, learning how to dance, draw, sing, paint, do something that's more on the creative side of things. Or what you could do is actually take up a skill online. For example, how to graphic design, or how to public speak, or how to communicate better. Any skill set that could add to your resume, that could add to something that you are actually doing, will really help you out. Now again, why is this important is because you have the time now to actually learn these skills, which you most likely will not in university. But what it also does is helps you build a better resume for college itself. Summer, that's great. If you're actually doing an internship before the summer you go to study abroad, that's great, that's fantastic. But a lot of you, I know, like I did, I wanted to take time off before I went to university because I knew university was going to be crazy and hectic, and I wanted to chill and I wanted to relax and I wanted to do things my way. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to watch Netflix and chill all day. It could actually mean improving my own self, trying to understand my own self in some way, trying to express myself creatively, or trying to learn some course. And there are lots of courses available online on many of these different platforms. So check them out, pick something that you like to do, and just keep your mind occupied and engaged in something educational, because you need to improve yourself. You need to understand what is out there, what gets you going, what keeps you going, what new skills that you can add to yourself so that you yourself feel better. Everything doesn't have to be for a resume, everything doesn't have to be for a job. It just has to make your own self feel better, so that in university when you find yourself alone, when you find that, oh, the classes are over, your friends are busy, what do you do when you're feeling lonely? This is what you do. Then you can pick up the photography skills again, you can draw again, you can sing again, you can dance, you can do the skills that you actually learned and practice those a little bit over the course of the summer as well as the year. One thing that you got to do in the summer before you start university is figuring out what you are going to pack and take with you to study abroad. Packing lists are crazy. There's so many things that you want to take from home, but there are so many things you cannot take because of weight restrictions on flights. You want some things and you don't want some things, but figuring out what you need to pack and what you need to take is actually a really important thing for you to do in the summer before you go to study abroad. Because there are understanding what to pack is actually quite difficult. What do you actually take? What do you not take? What are the essential items? What are not? What I would suggest you do is actually organize yourself. Organize your room, organize your things so that you know, okay, these are things that I want to take and these are things that I do not want to take. I cannot give you a whole packing list in this video, but what you can do is actually try to do a bit of research on what type of things that you need to take for your particular dorm, what the dorm room provides and what they don't. So that is in terms of furniture. Look, the second thing is what is the weather going to look like? Is it going to be really cold? Is it going to be warm? Pack accordingly, but figure this out before you go. Third thing is medicines. What medicines you need to take, what do you not. Medicines in India are 10 times cheaper than abroad. So carry your regular medication with you. Actually are taking prescribed medication from your doctor. Definitely plan extra and get a buffer for this. The fourth thing, if you wear lenses or glasses, please carry extra with you. This is really important because lenses and glasses are very expensive abroad, so don't waste your money abroad. Get your lenses and glasses here before you go to study abroad. Apart from all this, what I do recommend you do is actually take a few pictures, whether they're family pictures, pictures with your friends, whatever those little items may be that you're allowed to carry and you can carry with you. Try to take those small little things with you because they'll really remind you of home and keep you from feeling too homesick when you're actually there. Last and final thing that you need to do before you go to study abroad is have a budget. I talk about this in almost every single one of my videos, is because understanding your finances and budgeting for studying abroad is really important. Again, doing this in the summer is much better than actually doing this in university, because you have the time now to understand what finances are going to look like. Have the talk with your parents and understand what kind of money you're going to be spending, how to understand money, where the money is going to go, what bank account you need to get. Have the talk with your parents and understand with them what you want to do, what type of way you want to go, how much you want to spend per week. Just having the conversation in itself will give you a much better understanding of how much you want to spend. Do the research prior to going to study abroad. and make a budget for yourself. Put it down in an Excel sheet, put it down somewhere that you can see. The best way for you to do this is actually just download an app that helps you budget your money. There are great apps available that are catered just to students and understand what students go through, so it's not very complicated. It doesn't make you overwhelmed. What it does is actually break it down. And if you do this in the summer before going to study abroad, you have more time to assimilate, you have more time to understand what the money is going to look like. You are a little more settled and you're a little more aware of what banks are available, what are their plans, and what you actually want to do. If you want to know more about finances and budgeting, definitely watch my video on how to save money while studying abroad, because I give you a lot of tips on what you can actually practically do and what are different ways that you can save your money while studying abroad. So that's the video for this week, guys. Before you go, I'd like to give you a little tip as well. Do not buy expensive merchandise of your university. Please do not buy this in the summer. I know it's really exciting and you are going to campus. You may want to buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or some sort of merchandise. Your college is going to sell this to you, that please buy a cup and please buy a mug and please buy a keychain and please buy a t-shirt. But the thing is, it's the most expensive at this time because they know that freshman students and proud parents are going to spend a lot of money at this particular time. So do not buy merchandise of your college at this time. Wait for the discount, which is definitely going to come, and that's when you buy really cool merchandise. Firstly, you don't actually need the merchandise, but I know that all of us who are going to study definitely want a t-shirt or a cap or a mug or something with our college name on it. But buy this during the sale. Don't buy this right now. It's not worth it. Overall, all of that being said, enjoy your time before you go to study abroad. You're going to miss India, you're going to miss home, you're going to miss your family, and you're going to miss your friends. Of course, prepare yourself, but enjoy your time as well. These are some little tips to help you get more comfortable with leaving home so that you can head abroad comfortably and enjoy your time while you're at university. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, please leave your comments in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.